Hello and welcome. In this episode, I think I'm going to be going for equivalent exchange stuff or maybe better armor because, well, as you know, praying mantis, bees, and a million other things like to kill us in this game. Or at least attempt it. That is how it goes. Although, first off, I do believe there is a lucky block there that I need to go grab. Although I might want to avoid the bee while at it. Also, why do they have... Do they have fangs? Is that what those are? Also, could you imagine getting stung by that thing? That just seems like a nightmare. So I get over to the lucky block just in time for it to be nighttime. Okay, so first off, to get the at equivalent exchange stuff, we need a dual base, but to get that we need 7 pieces of iron. I have 4, and not enough materials to get most of this. I'm trying to think if I need the augmentation table. I think I do. I know I need the red book. And I'll need a calcinator. So, in other words, I'm going to need to find some iron. Regardless, I need a village to get a hold of a, You know what? I'll leave that a mystery for now. I'll let you know once I get a hold of it. But to do that, I need to actually find a village. Which... We've already been to that one, and no other village pretty much exists on the map. I can set a waypoint so that I don't lose my base, hopefully. I don't really want player deaths. Can I mark it as home? Well, that almost worked. I do not know why the markers don't work that well. I mean, I kinda have a marker. Is it? No. Well, hopefully I don't forget where it is. In fact, I might write down the coordinates real quick. Alright, either way, I don't trust the 2 bees over there. So, I'm thinking the best way we're gonna find a village is either out in the ocean or just in that general direction. I have no idea which leads to which. Although I don't really want to play with the ocean creatures, and I forgot about the worms. Did I? No, okay, I did not lose my shoes. Not this time, anyway. Yes, but as I was saying, I don't really want to play with the ocean creatures. So, I think I'm just gonna go this route and hope that there's a village sometime soon. If not, then I really don't know what I'm gonna do, although I might have an idea. But it also might require dealing with a bit of lag if I do that. Well, I've been traveling for a couple of minutes now and still haven't found anything, but this does look like a lucky block right next to something I did not realize was in the water. That is not very ideal. And honestly concerned me there for a second. Okay, now we made it to the lucky block. Let's see what's inside. Well, we sure these aren't called random blocks? Because I don't really need quartz or quartz slabs, or I guess I'll keep the quartz for the minute. Either way, I'm gonna get back to looking for a village. And if I don't find it, I will be going with the laggy option. Well, still searching, but on the bright side, I guess you guys get to see more lucky blocks. I'm sorry. Do I already have that hat? Nah, I'll just leave it. It'll be fine. But apparently a bunch of skeleton horses, a zombie horse, and some regular horses. Yeah, I guess it's just Lucky Block Day apparently, because instead of finding a village, I just keep finding Lucky Blocks. And that's about it. Okay, I think I finally found a village. But unfortunately it is guarded very closely by a bee. Which I don't like, but if it has what I need, that would be great. And the base is somewhere over there, from what I can tell from the mini-map. Although this is like the smallest village I think I've ever seen. Or is it underground mainly? I actually don't know. Wait. Oh, there's the door. Okay. Now. Sorry. We're closed. Come back another day, or better yet, never. That would be fantastic. Although I might be able to get the iron I need here. Steel, I mean, sure. More iron ore, yes. Iron ore, yes. Steel, coal, 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 more coal, still coal, coal. How is there no iron in that whatsoever? I was really hoping for some iron there. Either way, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen, and then realize there is no more convenient chest in the village, is there? Nope, but they just get to sleep on interesting wooden cots. And since I don't really want to spend a bunch of time trying to find another village, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll take that. I won't complain. But, and since I don't want to take the time to find another village, I am simply... And why do I keep finding lucky blocks over villages? Oh. I'm sorry, you're gonna attack me, aren't you? Yep, we're gonna start running immediately, because I don't trust that in the slightest. Ow. Uh-oh. I don't like this, because I don't trust any of these criminals. Especially considering the fact they're known to just punch me to death. Can I just... Yes, I can. Your life has increased by 1 and is now fully replenished. Bashy Boy was slain by a criminal. I hate this game. But not really. I just wanted to open up the lucky block. But I think I was saying that basically I opted to go for the laggy route because I don't see another option. But to do that, I quite frankly absolutely need my stuff back. Which is somewhere over there, and good to know the marker at my house went away, so just writing down the chords was probably the best option. I'll see you when I get my stuff back. Well, unfortunately for me, I ran out of food, but also, I mean, I'll take that. That gave me the food I needed. And now I can sprint again. I thought that was a cake. Or that there was a cake in it, like the gloves, you know. But also, it would be surprising about a cake. Okay, I will take that also. Now, I need to get my stuff back, which I think it's right in the middle of all those criminals, which is just fantastic. Why can they one-shot me? And I don't have anything that can help me. Great. So I got no food, no armor, no weapon. If I have to start from scratch again, I am going to be so annoyed. Okay, shockingly enough, I made it to my stuff. Well, okay. I made it to some of my stuff. Correction. Because as you literally just saw, all of it despawned. I'm gonna have to figure out what on earth I have and don't have it now. But these guys just would not stop being in the way, and I kept running out of hunger, and, well, you know how it goes. So, yeah, this is essentially all I have. At least I kept my armor and most of my stuff. I mean, I got tools, mostly. Would be nice to have a sword, but unfortunately I don't have wood. And I am in one of the few biomes that really doesn't like you having wood, apparently. And then so many pebbles on the ground. I don't know why, if the criminals run over them, they give you pebbles, but they do apparently. Okay, I'm starting to really dislike the criminals. And I'm thinking I'm gonna just straight up stay out of the deserts now, because clearly I'm not strong enough to survive, even in iron armor. Well, mostly iron armor. Wait, protects against the dangers of track working. So, are these pants actually providing any protection, or is it just if a rail cart happens to hit me, it might save me? I can't imagine when that would ever be useful, but okay then. I'm just gonna go back to the base, go to sleep, get a piece of wood on my way there, and since I apparently need wood now, I I think I'm just gonna leave that as is. It'll be fine. And then I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about food, because I am out of pretty much all types of food. And it seemed like there was something else. Oh yes. Then with any luck, I'm gonna make it, once I figure out the food situation, I'm gonna try the laggy option for getting what I need. Because looking for villages and being in deserts is absolutely not working. It just isn't. Okay. First off, more coal. Second off, that. Third, we're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna put that in there. You'll figure that one out later. Gold ingot, sure. Iron ingot, might as well go ahead and make a sword. Actually, let's use steel, and since I'll need the iron for another project anyway. I really don't need a small rock. Alright. There we go. And that is all that out of my inventory. Next up, the nether star we're going to put in here along with the emerald. I don't need red diamond either. Sure, a torch. Gunpowder, nether quartz, flint. And we got a bucket. And now, let's try that first. I don't exactly remember what gets me what I want. I need to find something very specific first. Okay, maybe this is just the episode of Lucky Blocks and not great stuff for me. The Lucky Blocks are insulting me now, apparently. I I'm just gonna pretend that didn't say that and just move on. Oh! Oh, no, no, no! Go away! I'm starting to really hate this game. It's just so hard to start. At least on the bright side. I didn't die in a desert this time. If I had to deal with more criminals, I don't even know what I would have done. Oh yeah, I didn't want the red diamonds anyway. Forgot about that. So where'd my shoes... Oh, never mind. Alright, and I need this. Now. I need to find... literally what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm sure some of you have guessed just by the fact that I said laggy. Maybe not, but... either way, I will explain it once I find the one thing I'm looking for, which I can find so many of them when I'm not looking for them, but yet when I'm looking for them, I can't find a single one. Okay, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but I'm guessing most of you know that ants can teleport you to different dimensions, same with the butterflies and moths. Different ants teleport you to different dimensions, and this one will take me to a mining dimension. And then I can get the brown ant egg, which will take me to the Utopia dimension, which will hopefully allow me to find food. Hopefully. And that is assuming that I can actually find a brown ant egg, because I don't even remember what they look like, and since I can't see what the blocks are, that means I'm just going to have to guess, which is going to be rather annoying, but at the same time I have no other choice. If I had a, I can't think of what the pet is called, but one that made me resistant to fire, I could go in here. Oh wait, this might be something different, I don't know. I seriously don't know what those explosion sounds are. That I don't want to mess with. That is essentially a nightmare. But either way, it doesn't matter quite yet. I'm currently just literally trying to find anything that will help me out at this point. But I can't even find eggs here. Which I thought they spawned quite frequently around here. This has not been going well, although I did find a baby dragon. What is this? I don't actually know what this is. I don't like the noises. I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. Is that you, or is that down there, or is that a pet, a bird? I don't actually know what on earth that is right off. I'm just gonna pretend that I wasn't there. And hopefully I can find the brown ant egg so that I can get to the Utopia dimension to get food and then get back to my dimension, or better yet, the dimension that I actually want. And I'm sorry, what is this? A shadow block. I guess that's staying. Alright then. Either way, I really don't even know where to find this. I guess this would be my best bet. Or I could just right click on that. I was thinking that I'd find it in the stone quarry like area, but I will take this. And hopefully this won't be super laggy. Because if you play it in multiplayer, at least in my experience, it is very laggy. But now, if I can find what I'm looking for, because this place kind of grows corn and, what else is it? Corn and golden apple and enchanted golden apple cows are kind of around. So, if I get enough food that way, I should be able to survive a while. I mean, this place is actually the safest of all the dimensions in a sense. Because basically, there is no dangerous mobs here, except for 2. Which, those 2 happen to be the most dangerous mobs. It's perfectly safe. Unless you see a diamond or a ruby tree. Or maybe it's uranium. If you see one of those, immediately turn around and run the other way. Or be stupid and try to grab the resources. Your choice. I have chosen the stupid path many times. And I have died many times. It rarely pays off, but the uranium blocks are such a pain. And if you don't have duplicator trees on, well, good luck on that. Although in fairness, I don't actually know if I have duplicator trees on or not. I just hit the play button on the mod pack and, started playing. If I don't, well then I guess I will be mining and or using the fancy trees. Although some golden apple cows would be nice. I thought I grabbed something I didn't need, but okay. Oh, the apples. That's it. Ah, there we go. I finally found some enchanted golden apple cows. You can tell because they literally look enchanted. Which is super convenient for identifying them, and from that I think I had 1, I got 4. Which isn't great, and they are fairly rare, but it will work. And for now, honestly, I got 21. I don't need an absurd amount. And like I said, you never know when you're going to see the next ant, so I'm honestly just going to take the ant and get out of that dimension, and then realize I made a mistake because it's nighttime. And unfortunately, no. No. I'm on an island again. And where's the base from here? 1,000. Oh no, negative 1,000. It is to my right. And then positive 1,000. Are you kidding me? So it's over in that general direction. Yeah. So the biomes unfortunately kind of transport you wherever they feel like. So I guess I'm going over this way. And I'll see you when I get back to the base. So clearly, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Because I thought, oh, this would be super easy. I honestly thought I could just get all the beginning bits done, get equivalent exchange set up, not have to deal with much of it, and oh, it'd be easy peasy. Yeah, no, I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Well, I got 1 piece of stone for ya. But, yeah, no. I have died so many times. Mostly to criminals. And it has not been easy to get even here, which right now we quite frankly have mostly iron armor and not even complete iron tools. We have 2 steel tools technically. And I guess I need another piece of that. But if I get equivalent exchange up and running, then I might be able to make it work. At least better. So let's go ahead and craft the dual base. And then if I'm correct, I think the glass ball goes on top of it. Yes. And this will allow me to craft the book, but I need the research station, which is 4 pieces of stone. I was going to go to another dimension and get what I wanted from a different place. I'm trying not to say what it is, because if you don't know, it can be a surprise. If you've guessed it, fair enough. But basically, I have no idea where that type of ant is, and well, literally everything out there pretty much can one or two tap me. So it's unfortunately not viable to explore at the moment. I need a slab. Alright, so slab. Then, I just need to wait for this to smelt. Now we got that. And we can go ahead and... I think it's the research station is what it's called? Yes. So now we can make this. And with this, we need to make this book. Which I did not realize we need a book for. Well, lucky for us, there happens to be a village, I believe, right over there. Which, sure, it doesn't have specifically what I want, but it has books, so... or bookshelves, so I can go ahead and break those real quick. And then I'll come right back to the base, and... well, equivalent exchange will be pretty much set up. Okay, I did make it back with the books. I ended up grabbing 21. Why? Who knows? But what I do need is something that's going to create the red dust, which unfortunately means I have to burn something decent? Or do I need something called the calcinator, actually? I think I do. I think that's the thing that makes the dust. Because I think if I was to put something in here... yeah. No, I need the calcinator. Fortunately enough, while I was at the village, I realized there was a jewelry place that I hadn't, borrowed from. You know. But basically, they were so gracious as to lend me some free iron. And, yeah. It was quite nice of them. I mean, the villager in the lab coat just stood there and watched me take it. So clearly they didn't mind. And I just realized I gotta wait for the iron to smelt so that I can smelt the stone. Or make a second furnace with imaginary stone. Yeah, that would work great. Yep. Okay, now we got the 4 stones, so now we can make the calcinator. Alls we need is 3 iron and 4 stone, and then we just need to place that down here. And I actually wanted this here, although really I should leave half of it in there, roughly half. Now, I need something to burn that's gonna create this. But the problem is, according to this, you need verdant dust, which leads to azure, and blah blah blah. Really, all you need is an item like a diamond, I think. Which, maybe an emerald would work? We'll see. If it does, that's great. If not, you know, we tried, and why is this emerald different? Oh, it's a void emerald. Okay, I see. Yep. That did work. Alright, so now we need that and a book. And then we'll get the lovely red book, we'll get a research station, and that will be about the first half of the thing. Now we can essentially transfer items into it. Actually, I want to cook that first, because then I can get cooked food. So, if you don't know how equivalent exchange works, it essentially works that you put an item in here, it transfers it into this book, and now this book just has that item infinitely. Each item has an exchange value, and basically you have to have enough exchange energy to transfer the item. You can basically grab infinite items, but only if you have enough points. That's why golden apples and enchanted golden apples are so good, because as you can see, the exchange value of 1 enchanted golden apple is 147,000, whereas the exchange value of raw beef is 24. In which case, you could buy so much raw beef. Why you would want to, who knows, but you could. And some items, pretty much like modded items, just don't have exchange values. Like the steel axe doesn't have anything. Corn, no. It's pretty much just vanilla items. And you can't put it in if it's already got durability on it. But ores, minerals, and such like that, yes. Titanium nuggets, unfortunately not. That would be so nice, though. But yes, I could do beacons, nether stars, emeralds. Guess I can put these in the chest. A redstone block. A cactus for later. Gunpowder, quartz, so many items. Unfortunately, those don't have exchange value either. But also, I think if the modded item is made up of vanilla or primarily vanilla items, then it can be crafted. Like, interestingly enough, if you look at the backpack, it's got no exchange value, but yet the backpack tank has an exchange value. And some backpacks have exchange values. Some of them, like this one, don't. So I haven't quite figured out how this system works yet either. I am going to go ahead and put pretty much all this stuff in, and I will see you once that's done. Alright, and with that, pretty much all the items are done. Well, at least for the current second. I mean, I can't put spawn eggs in there and so on and so forth. And I don't have any diamond related stuff yet. Even if I had a diamond nugget, that'd be enough. But regardless, that is pretty much done for now because I'm not making the other part at the current moment. I need ash infused stone, and it's easy enough to get. It's just I want to find something else before I do. Because that, yes, this is technically the house I built, but I will probably be living somewhere else very shortly if I can find it. But, you know, it's not the easiest thing to find because I need a village and I need to find the right thing. And as you've seen, we did not find a village in this episode pretty much, besides like the one that's over there, and then I died to criminals like I think 5 times? Yeah, and then I died 2 more times to a bee. So, a very successful episode. That totally, yep. I totally didn't die just a million times or anything. No, 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 no. Either way, I'm just gonna leave the episode here. See ya.